Hello, everyone. This is Jim Okrzinski with your Week 6 Screencast video. First, I want to take about a minute to talk about the email situation I experienced over the last couple of weeks. I was attempting to set up a OneDrive account in connection with Microsoft and Office to use with my college email address, my COD college email address. And apparently, in trying to set that up, Microsoft hijacked the my emails and routed them into the Outlook connected with the OneDrive account, which removed them from, or I should say, bypassed the COD Outlook in their system. So I was not getting emails for a short period of time. I discovered this when some of my face-to-face workplace writing students were emailing me a presentation that they had worked on in class, and I just didn't receive them in my email box, so we could not cover them in the next class period. So in working with IT, it's what they determined was the problem. They've been assured that they've corrected the issue. I've double checked and run some tests on my emails. I did get some sort of a summary from IT about my emails, and I've made an attempt to try to contact everybody that had an issue during that time. So, what I want to just emphasize is if I don't get back to you within 8 to 12 hours, then there might be some sort of a technology problem. The way students did happen to reach me is to go straight through Blackboard, and that email system worked for some reason while this was down. But I apologize. Like I said, I think I've contacted everybody. So if it's regarding quizzes or assignments or works, I think I've gotten back to you. If anything, you need any other issues that I did not address, please send me an email. All right. Enough said about that. So we're going to be moving into week 6, which is the introducing the instructions assignment number 3. Talk about that in a minute. Now, I'm taping this on Sunday morning as I usually do, and I want to take a moment to talk about the assignment 2, the correspondence assignment. I reviewed the drafts and also the discussion board activity and finished up commenting and grading that yesterday. So, in heading over to the course units, I just want to take a minute here to cover the Chapter 9 instructions. Not instructions, the correspondence assignment. And if you notice, I've got in the assignment, and in some of the comments, I have mentioned about reading the assignment again. Make sure you have all the information and the context correct in your drafts. Also, I've uploaded, I'm hoping everybody had a chance to view, I've uploaded an example of correspondence. So, one thing I really want to emphasize here is the formatting of correspondence from letterhead to dates to inside addresses, salutations, and working with the 3 sections that are demonstrated here in, for example, the inquiry assignment. Remember, and much like the email assignment, you're looking at the opening paragraph or section to be providing context. The second paragraph would be an explanation, and the third would be the wrap up and a goodwill close. So, once again, I want to emphasize how chunking information is critical, allows for easy and quick reading, easy comprehension, and how a letter is actually formatted. So, please take the time to review the example, the purpose behind providing an example with the assignment is so everyone can view and review the formatting of a correspondence because that's how you will be assessed in final grading. All right. If you have any questions, please let me know. Now I want to move on to our next unit, which will be instructions. So getting over to chapter 12. We've got kind of an interesting setup this week because week 6 is a week of work on instructions with the chapter quiz at the end. We have a discussion board activity that's due this week, discussion board 5. And then we're going to have a week off, and I don't have any work scheduled for the spring break week. I hope you all enjoy your break. So, as long as you finish up everything by Friday or the weekend, you should have a nice break. So, what I have here is I have the assignment number 3 instructions. Is really what you're doing is to read exercise 1 at the bottom of page 419 or on page 420 if you have the ebook. I rotate back and forth myself between a hard copy and an ebook. Sometimes what I'm looking at is on page 420 in an ebook, and it's on 419 in the hard copy. So it'll be in that area. Exercise 1B is going to be your assignment and how to incorporate visual in a document. So I break down the task for step 1 is how to incorporate a visual and an image, including inserting it into a document, effective placement, and integrating the visual within the text of the document. How do you text wrap it? Um, Using actual text to demonstrate the outcome of the instructions. So, for example, you're the project manager and you have several employees that really are not sure how to properly integrate a visual into a document. You want to send them some instructions. Since most workplaces use Microsoft Office, a Word doc would be a good choice for these instructions. As described in the exercise, assume the audience has no knowledge of your subject. Use visuals where appropriate. And remember, the purpose of the assignment is to inform and educate. So, concise language utilizing the imperative mood will clear with clear step-by-step instructions is the goal. All right. So then we move on to step 2, which is writing your questions for the usability test. When we get back from break, I'll cover this once again, but just to give you an idea of the assignment for the instructions, I should say, for assignment 3. I also provided a brief example here to give you an idea of previous students' work at College of DuPage. So you can take a look at that, and we'll kind of review this and go through it when we get back from spring break. So that's going to be our next unit, Unit 4. I'm working on Chapter 12 and how to write instructions. At the end of the week, the chapter quiz will be due before break and the discussion board activity. So if you have any questions, please send me an email. Hopefully it'll get there. Thank you. Have a good break.